So we've got something cool today, something I wouldn't even call it a little bit different, but something cool. We've got a Mine v Mine here, both members of RVK. This was taken from the RVK internal tournament, so actually playing in the red, playing some mines, I've already said this, we have dogao, and over in the teal, I guess teal's nice colour, lots of people use different names for it, but I'm going to call it teal for now. We have FeAge, both RVK members, hence the RVK internal tournament, and both in the GML, which is cool, so we can have a quick look at them. I figured let's get some support behind them. FeAge has had a lot from behind him. Lots of people are starting to voice their things, but I reckon he will surprise us. I hope he does. So let's have a look at what we've got. We've got a 1v1 here. It's mines. We're on Mega Random. The map, quite interesting. Both players starting off with the barracks quite early, which is good, which means we can see some pretty powerful Joshes, especially because they've got these deer around. So they're going to be able to lure them in or move on to them before they even really do anything with the sheep. As we can see here, we do have FeAge spreading his out. dogao doing the exact same thing, so that's an interesting one there. Did they start with a scout? Did they? Where's the scout for dogao? This is interesting. Looks like neither player got a scout. That's cool. So there's an interesting one, having to use sheep to scout, or in FeAge's case here, using villagers to scout. dogao definitely with the better option here, using the sheep to scout, always a smarter move, moving onto those deer before going onto those sheep, so therefore he can scout a lot easier. So that's cool, neither player starting off with a scout. Interesting one there, definitely. I was looking for that eagle warrior and had no idea where it is. So it's going to be an interesting one here to see how we actually move into this, what either player is going to do in this map. If we look at it, got these small amounts of trees around, it's all good like that. Stone is very minimal on this map. I can see 2 there and 2 here, and that's it by the looks of it. Also fish, next to none as well, so it's not even worth going for really fishing ships at this stage. So that's an interesting one there. Could see some galleys come out though, because as we do know, galleys are an extremely strong unit, and up against archers or something like that, they will be able to kill them off quite quickly. And there we go, FeAge actually putting a dock up right here. That's an interesting placement actually. Going to be able to harass his opponent quite well, especially from the back here. We'll probably be able to get some damage on here later in the game once he gets those range upgrades, and let's just refresh those scores. Gold, not too bad. We do have 2 rather large piles for each of our players here. dogao actually getting a 3rd one over here, so lucking out with that. Apart from that, not really a lot else going on. So really, if we look at it, there's not a lot we're going to actually be able to see in this. Most likely we are not going to see a castle, because you can't really mass plumed archers. If we see a castle, it'll probably be dropped defensively, and in that case we might even see some stone get bought from the market, because as we know, mines, they want plumed archers. Saying that though, fishing ships are coming out for FeAge, which is an interesting one. I don't think might actually see one here from dogao if he sees deep sea fish there, because that could make it a little bit more worth it. But still, saying that, FeAge is definitely going to have an advantage thanks to this water over here, but neither player is having berries either, so these deer are going to have to be your resort of food. After that, going to have to move on to farms exactly like that. Looking at FeAge on 25 population right now, and he's not going up yet either. He still needs a bit of food there actually, and it looks like he might get enough from these 2 deer here, which is going to be beautiful. Getting his farms up now. It's currently 26 population. dogao on 23. No dock for him, so he's missing out with those fishing ships, but still there's not exactly a lot of fish around to be used, so it isn't the biggest deal in the world. Mill here, which is an interesting one, going on to that mining camp already. It looks like he's going to be going for archers as soon as he ages up here, and getting kind of close, but still nothing really big there. 35 population available for him, so he's got some extra houses in, so he is expecting to go quite aggressive by the sound of it. And just looking around at the moment, nothing really too exciting going on. 3 villages over to gold, so he's going to be able to nearly support his first range. And FeAge, what are you doing? FeAge is upping on 29, currently at the E. dogao upping now, so he's going to be a few seconds behind, but nothing big. If FeAge decides to forward though, he will be able to do quite well with that actually. However, he is walling in, so I don't think we're going to see a forward from him, because if FeAge did forward this area over here, maybe even put up a single tower, he would be able to do a lot, which is really important, because that's all of dogao's gold in this area. His mills here as well, and it's just, honestly, it seems like a good idea. But then again, FeAge and dogao are the pros here. If we look over here, lumber camp going up, so the second one going up there for dogao, so splitting his lumber camp, which is always a smart idea. Another barracks going down. Does he know that he has a barracks over here? Oh, you gonna see some kind of man-at-arms push here? I don't know. Let's see. What's the plan over here from FeAge? Archer range is going down, most likely going to see a second from him. The barracks finishing there, so this is... no, he's going blacksmith. That's an interesting one. Double barracks, blacksmith. If he goes up to castle now and actually decides to go eagle warrior, that's definitely going to be good, but still he's going to need another building up. And archer range there, so he's got double barracks, single archery, blacksmith. That's an interesting one, but again, could be using this archery just to go up into the next age, and actually he's looking like he's going to be quite close to going up. 600, no, going down in food there. Another villager. What's the plan? Another archer range. And archers being produced. Why the double barracks? Did he just forget he had a barracks over here, or is he going for some kind of a clue, or... no, archers coming in from FeAge now, and FeAge is going to have a massive advantage here, actually, because his opponent put up an extra barracks before he got his archer range and his smith up, meaning that he's not going to have any units out. So there we go. He's only got a single archer out, whereas FeAge already has two in his base, more moving across the map right now. He's got quite a good economy set up, lots of farms is good there, dogao's about the same. But again, these villages over here, there will be some harassment coming in. Doesn't have his fletching yet. Has he got that smith? Don't think he has a smith yet. Looks like over here they're actually using these villagers to engage, which is an interesting one. Usually always recommended against. Getting a wall off here quickly though, that was a great quick wall there by dogao. However, 23 hit points on this, 22 hit points on this, we'll be able to kill them off extremely quickly. Still though, where did those archers go from that dogao? Over here, so he's got 5 out now by the looks of things. So he's going to be able to do a bit of damage here, and I'm really concerned about this double barracks right now. dogao is advancing, so he could be still going for a clue, but still that second archer range there makes me wonder. Over here, FeAge could get some galleys out to help him control this middle area here, but again, very expensive unit. It doesn't really have the economy for it to produce from 2 ranges and the single dock. And yes, like I said, going to be able to get through that house extremely quickly. Finishing the wall off over here though, very good quick wall again from dogao, playing an extremely smart game here. Losing another villager there, but no, well, I guess it is actually pretty big considering he's going up to the castle age fairly quickly. We'll be there by about 1810, which is a pretty fast time, honestly, considering he's been going for archers. Considering he did a double barracks, double archer range smith, he's done quite a good job actually. dogao, castle age now, is he using... I am so confused with this double barracks. I think he just forgot that he had a barracks already. Interesting enough, should see the crossbows any moment. And yes, there we go, right as I said it, perfect. Bodkin, not yet. FeAge, what's your plan? Are you upping? FeAge is upping, so he will be there soon. He does have a lot of archers, and he's actually got a few skirmishes in there as well. Looks like a crossbow, yes, on its way. Smith. Smith is over here, perfect. No Bodkin though, however he will notice the fact that dogao is trying to run in here. dogao actually quite down at the moment, but could come back into it with some good harassment over here. It looks like though FeAge knows it's coming, he's moved all his units out. Town center is being put down over here. More crossbows coming out for FeAge now, so there will be a micro competition here, and it looks like dogao's winning it. What do we got over here? 2 more crossbows fighting it out. And those skirmishes are actually going to be great for FeAge, and it's just going to be able to soak up a little bit of extra damage, save some of those crossbows, which are the units you don't want to lose right now. Over on this side, more moving in. We do see a third range from FeAge right now. Have we seen a third range from dogao? No, but we have seen 2 extra town centers come up, whereas FeAge we've only seen 1. Which is an interesting one to think about, because then dogao's definitely going to have the advantage here, even though the scores are still really close actually. FeAge might be able to lose this one actually if dogao decides to push back around, which is an interesting one, deciding not to there. Bodkin done for both players now. Armor upgrade for FeAge, and armor upgrade for dogao. No armor upgrades for dogao yet actually, so that's an interesting one. Getting some good harassment on this side over here, however it does look like he is going to lose some units here, depending on his micro of course. Definitely picking off his opponent's unit set quite well, but that 1 extra armor just working out so well right now for FeAge, and it looks like he will be able to win over on this side here. Don't think we're going to see ballistics anytime soon, just because they're going to need to be able to get down an archery range, not an archery range, a university, and of course it is quite an expensive research. Looks like nearly picking off some villagers here, trying to get some more damage here. Might even see a forward siege workshop out at dogao anytime soon, actually. Over on this side, again, FeAge, it looks like it's going to be pushing out on this section over here, and I see, yes, there is a fish in the dirt there. Surprised he hasn't taken out these fishing ships yet, because naturally that's going to hurt FeAge's economy. It won't hurt it too much, considering he's just going off these shorefish and they're ages away, but still, it can hurt if you're not prepared for it. He does have a lot of farms out, actually, and more coming out at the moment. And it looks like we're going to see dogao actually sneak around the side here. He might be able to get in and kill off some of these wood cutters over here. It doesn't look like we're seeing too much from FeAge, so he is actually moving in around the back here. Could be able to kill off some on this town center over here, but still maybe not the best option in the world, because again, they will be able to garrison that town center, and the range isn't that much better than the town center, because he has bodkin, so he is one better. Killing off some villagers over here, by the looks of it, getting one, maybe a second. No, will he get this one? Nope. Looks like losing 2 crossbows over here to no villagers for dogao, so dogao being extremely smart here in his play, doing quite a good job actually. And it looks like dogao is starting to try a wall off or something over on here, or at least getting some buildings out so he knows where his opponent's units are moving to, which we've seen FeAge use quite a bit. He knew his opponent was walking around here, knew he was walking around this side here because of this line here. So quite smart play by both players so far, and Siege Workshop going down for FeAge, and out comes the mangonel, of course, because as we do know, mangonels are great for dealing with crossbows, skirmishes. That's probably about it, but still. How's dogao doing? What are we looking at? Dogao, 80 population for EU. Doesn't look like he's producing too many units right now. Does have the Siege Workshop out, so we'll be using the mangonel. And it's really going to come down to who gets the best mangonel hits. That will make a big difference, actually. And if dogao doesn't watch these units here, this could be really bad. They are really tightly grouped here. This could hurt. Nope, notices it. Good man. Over here, FeAge, though, not so lucky by the looks of it. Nope. Well, no biggie. Only lost 4. That's big difference, 4, and then when you lose a bulk. Well, over this section here, it looks like those units were killed off. FeAge already on stone, could be going to get that castle axe, of course, as we do know. Great for defensive, plumed archers as well. Trebuchets late game are so important. It allows you to dictate when you want the engagements to happen and where you want them to happen. You don't have to run into your opponent with rams, which is absolutely great. You can forcing those engagements as well. It's a really big point in this game. If you can control them, you're in a very good situation. We do have a lot of 2 mangonels actually out right now, and he's actually deleted off. What was there? I can't remember. It might have been a house, but still deleting that off there. Nothing else coming out now by the looks of things. dogao 97 population, FeAge 100 now. FeAge at 103, so we're really close here in the population wise. And it doesn't look like either player is going to be going to Imperial. FeAge actually getting pop blocked there for a second. There are actually quite a few units over here, and it looks like dogao did lose 1 villager here, moving all of these units here back. And it looks like he could lose quite a few more here actually. This could be bad. 2, 3... It's just getting out of there before those mangonels really have time to hit. That could have been really bad. Actually, still losing another 3 there. Crossbows will be pursuing them out here. He does want to deal with this right now. FeAge currently 400 points behind, and I'm fairly sure he's not upping. So he's not dogao. Dogao looks like he could be saving up for it, actually, so this could turn into an interesting one quite quickly. Looks like these crossbows over here will be taking out FeAge's. So dogao playing a pretty good game so far, and it looks like we've actually seen a monastery right now for dogao as well, wherever it is. Here we go, and that could mean he's going to up, or he's going to collect the relics. And looking at the resources, there we go, he is upping out of this one. FeAge is really going to have to do something here. I don't know what he can do. He could fort castle, he could drop a castle. Actually, it looks like he might have already dropped a castle. Yes, he has. Plumed archers, not on the way, but he will be defending this area here with it quite well. FeAge, there we go, plumed archers coming out now. Imperial Age on the way. Yes, and he has run out of stone there to mine. Where are we looking? Lots of archers actually coming in for FeAge here. Could lose quite a few villages here, actually. Potentially all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a good effort there from FeAge. It's definitely going to help slow down dogao's economy. But over here as well, losing a mangonel and a few villages as well, so it's not looking good for him as well. Currently only 300 points difference, and considering how far we are into the game, we're 34 minutes in now, that's actually not the biggest difference in the world. Both players imping, and dogao, he has got a lot of stone there actually. What's he up to? 501. one. Might drop one castle, and he might drop it over here to defend these gold mines. And losing a few more crossbows there to that mangonel. Looks like this one over here could be good as well. Is he going to attack ground? Nah. Still lots of damage coming in from both players right now. FeAge doing a good job here, getting in and doing the harassment that he needs to. But again, oh, this could be bad. Ooh, that looked like that did a bit of splash damage, yes. Oh, that's not good there. Great attack there by dogao. FeAge actually just walking back into it. That's probably the worst. We even got the lol there from FeAge. It means he knows exactly what happened. FeAge imping now as well. What are we seeing? Are we going to see Forward Siege Workshop actually going down from dogao? And what's the plan over here? FeAge, what are you doing? How are you going to come back here? Another castle going up for him, so it looks like he actually bought some stone. And Elite Plumed Archer being just upgraded there. Elite Plumed Archer here, more Plumed Archers over here. Plumed Archers everywhere. Anyway, looking at this, Eagle Warrior is actually out from dogao right now, and they are managing to get in here. This could be bad, potentially extremely bad. He does have the +2 armor on them, no doubt with the +4 on the way. Elite as well, so they are going to be doing quite well. Could even see the Mayan Elite Tech as well, giving them an extra 40 hit points. And has he put that castle down yet? There it goes, exactly where I thought it would too. This is good. dogao, what's the plan? Is he going for it? No, he isn't. However, University is down for FeAge right now. This is going to be an interesting one if he keeps starting to go Plumed Archers. As you know, Plumed Archers extremely efficient on the gold cost, and, well, everything cost. Eagle Warrior is not so much, costing in at 50 gold each, so if he manages to outstall it, he could do well here. But it's going to come down to how long they take to get that +4 armor on them, and how many units he loses, and how good just dogao's assault pushes. 3 siege workshops actually coming up here, all with capped rams. This could be potentially really dangerous for FeAge, especially if he doesn't get any units out to deal with those rams, because naturally those plumed archers are going to do all the damage in the world, but still those rams will keep moving. Crossbow's still out for dogao. Looks like he has transitioned out of them now though. Could be going for, yes, more Eagle Warriors, exactly what we thought, over this side here, and he does have the +4 armor on them now, so they are going to be relatively tougher to kill. Still though, if you outmaster them with Plumed Archers, they will be able to kill them off, but once they get that elite tech, they just become so much more stronger. Plumed Archers over here, they will be walking straight into this castle, so the placement here by FeAge was pretty good. I don't think he has murder holes yet, so FeAge actually does decide to just sit at the base. Yes, he's okay here. They do have 6 pierce armor on them now, so they should be okay. But still running straight through there. I don't even know if dogao noticed that. There are a lot of Eagle Warriors running into FeAge's base right now, actually. And losing 5 villagers there now. That's pretty bad, but still, only 1 plumed archer lost for FeAge, so he's doing quite well over here. And it looks like FeAge is going to be able to do quite a bit of damage over here. Saying that though, Eagle Warriors all in dogao, from dogao's base right now are in FeAge, and they are doing a lot of damage. They are killing off lots of villagers. They are forcing these town centers to be garrisoned, which is just something you never want to have to happen. Barracks actually going down for FeAge now. It looks like he could be going for his own Eagle Warriors right now. Could be going for champions or something as well. Actually, let's have a look. What's he going for? Eagle Warriors as well. And it looks like actually over here he's going to lose quite a few to that mangonel. The splash damage there did a lot of damage. Eagle Warriors won't be able to clean this up in this smaller numbers. That villager there definitely not knowing what it's doing, surviving on 1 health. So good effort from that villager there, putting in its all. And it looks like these Eagle Warriors from dogao will get cleaned up. The damage to FeAge's economy here has been pretty big. Still though, he's creating plumed archers, so his economy can take a little bit of a hit. dogao's, however, really can't. He has to keep that gold up, and he's actually starting to run down on gold. He is back on 1, well, he has lost 1 gold pile there. He has 1 left over here. Thank God he has this extra one to keep producing from, which, you know, that's a little bit unfair, but still doing quite well here with the plumed archers, actually just putting them in quite a nice location, so we should be able to fight this one off. However, all the capped rams moving in from here are going to do a lot of damage to FeAge. I don't know how he's going to be able to deal with it. Actually, he's got the Eagle Warriors out. He might be able to deal with this one now with these guys, but still only normal Eagle Warriors, no upgrades on them whatsoever, not even elite. Looks like these plumed archers over here might be running out of luck. They do have the 100 HP now, so they will be doing significantly more damage. And in come more Eagle Warriors. Surprised we're only seeing the 2 barracks play from dogao. Actually, there we go, another 4 over here. We're all good. Still though, rams are being defended by these Eagle Warriors here, and if we look, they just soak up arrow damage. It is amazing how well they just soak it up. Still, these Eagle Warriors over here, not going to be much of a match for dogao's. And these Capgrams here are going to be able to move in. They are pretty much going to be able to gut this base. I don't think FeAge really has a lot he can do against it. He has got a lot of idle villages here on these gold mines, which is not good. If we actually look at that, that's actually horrible. But still, moving in through this section over here, dogao's economy looking pretty decent. He does have a few villages idling. Nothing major though, but if we look at FeAge, they're everywhere. And mostly because of all this, and I wonder if that was garrisoned intentionally or not. But still, over here, these Eagle Warriors managing to keep pushing in. Plumed Archers, of course, being pulled back. They are really going to have to pay big attention to where they stand. If some mangonels actually start coming in from dogao now, could be big trouble for FeAge. Currently 1,000 points down, 136 population for FeAge. Dogao on 145, so there is actually quite a difference there. Dogao definitely having the room to expand too. His economy has pretty much gone untouched in this late game period, apart from the amount of villages he lost over here and the few we lost over here. And actually looking at this might be GG for FeAge if he can't push this back soon. Currently with 3 siege workshops over here, all producing at capped rams, just running and doing the damage. Town center here not garrisoned, and this one not garrisoned as well, so it's definitely not giving him a big advantage here. But still, that 4+4 armor is helping out so much here right now. Those Eagle Warriors doing an amazing amount of damage. I was seeing a third castle come up over on this section over here. Definitely a good place to put it. Not going to be able to run in here anymore. We'll be able to do a run by, of course, but still he will be taking damage. And more plumed archers for FeAge means though he has been buying stone, so he has been using a lot of that gold, which he doesn't have quite so much of, honestly. So this is going to be an interesting one to see how FeAge decides to go from this. I honestly think it might just about be over. That extra gold pile definitely doing it for dogao right there. Not saying that he wouldn't have had enough, but his collection rate would have been quite a bit lower. If we look, he does actually have quite a low gold count. Any more castles for you? Or have you just got that one over here protecting that gold? Just the one. Eagle Warriors, of course, being queued because, well, why not? He's just destroying his opponent right now. Looks like FeAge will hold out through this one. But still, these Eagle Warriors are just going to be able to trample through. And Castle taking a bit of damage, but nothing too serious. Spearman actually out for FeAge right now, which is an interesting one. And there we go, these units over here are doing a lot of damage to these villages. Picking off quite a few there. And of course, we do know this castle is going to do a bit of damage. Nothing too big though, because as I did say, 4+4 armor just gives you so much extra protection. Over here, it looks like we've got even more Eagle Warriors running in. Looks like dogao's just trying to win this game on purely harassment right now. He has done a lot of damage, but he hasn't really killed off any buildings or anything too important. And he's just killing so much right now on the village account, which is doing the real damage right now. More archer rangers coming up for dogao. Looks like he could be going a switch into arbalest or something here, which could be an interesting one, especially to fight off these plumed archers. So he could be going for skirmishes as well, which is always an interesting choice, especially when you're up against plumed archers. Both very cost-effective units, but the elite skirmisher being a little bit more cost-effective. However, it doesn't do quite so much damage, so if it comes down to killing other units, you're in a bit of trouble. And actually that Eagle Warrior doing it really well there. And there we go, we actually have the trebuchet out for dogao right now. This could be all over. This castle will be taken out here, and he will just be able to push forward with this as soon as he wants to. And what are we seeing from elite skirmisher? There we go. That's what we want. Delaying these plumed archers here, because of course he wants to protect this trebuchet, because as we do know, 200 gold for that. And that's a lot to be spending on a single unit, especially if it's just going to be killed off extremely quickly. These Eagle Warriors over here actually might be able to deal with it though, so this is going to be pretty interesting. It's going to come down to how well he decides to deal with this. Especially if he tries to kill these off with skirmishes, it's going to take a bit. He might lose his trebuchet. Yes, losing that 200 gold, gone. Bam. FeAge doing a great job here defending. However, still down by 1,200 points. So it's going to be kind of tough to claw your way back through this. You really have to do some damage. If you got a trebuchet out and maybe sat around here with all the plumed archers, might be able to do a bit of damage. But still, that elite skirmish account is going to be really dangerous as well with all these Eagle Warriors. So he's going to have to find out a way to do damage at the moment. That's going to be ridiculous. 1,400 points. A difference now. Currently 49 minutes in. And Eagle Warriors over here. This might be the end of these plumed archers. This could be extremely bad for FeAge. Over here as well, elite skirmishers getting taken out. How's the upgrades? Dogao lacking behind on those upgrades. Doesn't have the chemistry upgrade yet. Doesn't have the extra armor upgrade. Only needs the last armor now, just for getting that second one then. And this is starting to look really bad for FeAge actually. Dogao's economy is just powering ahead. 164 population for him. FeAge currently on 120, so more than 40 population difference there, which is a big deal. Dogao actually moving out with another trebuchet, and it looks like this gold over here is starting to get depleted, will be gone any second. So it's going to be an interesting one to see how Dogao actually decides to keep aggressing here, because he's not going to be able to keep spending the amount of gold he is. FeAge currently on 170 gold, Dogao around 40 at 1, so we're actually looking quite low for both players. Thank God for those extra lasting resources. More spearmen over here, which is an interesting one. I haven't exactly decided why he's building spearmen, so who knows? Who knows, who knows, who knows, except for FeAge. Looks like over here this gold will be done as well quite soon. Another trebuchet over here, starting to do more damage to this castle. However, this time it is actually backed up by units, so it should be able to survive here. Of course, this village is going to come in and do quite a bit of damage to it. And over here, this trebuchet as well moving in, so we're seeing quite a bit of confidence right now from Dogao. However, there is a massive plumed archers over here, but there is a mangonel if FeAge isn't careful. Yes, moving out of there now, definitely a smart move, because if that mangonel did get one shot off, it could actually be all over. This castle over here getting taken out. How much stone does FeAge have left? 0 stone left, so he's not going to be able to repair anymore. Looks like this trebuchet over here might actually be killed off. Getting extremely close, actually. And 10 hit points left. If they don't kill off this one, it could go down. And it's going to go down to a single archer by the looks of it. That's definitely a good effort from him, but still, this castle over here will be down any second. Looks like we'll take one more hit. Plumed archers over here, taking a bit of splash damage to that mangonel, but managing, of course, to take it out quite quickly. Dogao definitely pushing in right now, and this is going to be a hard one for FeAge to keep pushing in on. It looks like over here we do see a lot of idle villagers still, quite a few idle villagers over here as well. So even though FeAge does have a high villager count, it's not really being the most effective villager count at the moment, which is really dangerous. And there we go, FeAge actually resigning out here. He knows he's not going to be able to hold this pushback. So there we go, that's one from the internal RVK tournament. Definitely check them out, there was a lot of good games from there. And I won't spoil who the winner of the actual tournament was. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next game.